I am not much of a comic book guy, but I've heard quite a bit about this, and up to the comic that the last comic that you guys reviewed for this
It's
run,
like 7.
I pretty much read all of them up to that point. So I know a little bit about what's going on, and the fact that John Ridley has written the worst Black Panther comic book run so far.
Dog, there's something going on in Buddy's spirit, for sure. Somebody needs to put their arm around him, give him a nice little hug.
Yeah.
I am not fond of his work as a creator. I think it is it's very pessimistic, very nihilistic in his viewpoint of, I feel like, black relationships, for one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because this man has never missed an opportunity to downplay, degrade, or completely erase a black relationship, meaning black man, black woman. Like literally going out of his way to do it.
Two black men, being that Jai has supposedly died and then come back to basically take over Wakanda from him.
Well, see, some of the narrative stuff in this run, I kind of just have to chalk up to him not being a very good comic book writer, because that's just kind of what it is. Like, he made Lucius Fox a cheater, and the new Batman right now, he's a result of the affair. He's like half Asian, half black now, where he had a black mother, but Lucius Fox is a cheater. We're just going to retcon 30 years of canon for no other reason to make a prominent black character a cheater. It's like, bro, what's up?
Yeah.
What's your deal?
Mm-hmm.
There's that. There's the Guerrilla series about the Black Panther movement in the UK that was completely devoid of any black women. Right? Either pushed completely out of the show or to the background. And then when asked about it, he holds up his own interracial relationship as like a shield, as if somebody asked him about his own wife.
Yeah.
Now here we are with T'Challa. I don't love you, wife. I love this random friend that nobody's heard of before more than I love you. You know,
ex-wife, right?
Yeah. Ex-wife. I got sleeper cell agents, which is pretty par for the course for any world leader, but I have to take the extra flack for it because my name's T'Challa and we need a story, I guess. Doing anything that any American president has done since the CIA was a thing. What are we talking about here, man? He has spies. That's his greatest sin. That's the crux of this entire run, is he has spies. That's why his wife left him. That's why his people kicked him out of the country. That's why Captain America is kicking his fucking teeth in. Because he has spies. There's no respect for the character. There's no respect for the writers that have come before John Ridley. T'Challa literally only joined the Avengers to spy on them. They know that. It's a long known fact. So now having spies in other countries is the line. Joining our organization for the express purpose of gaining information on us, on how to beat us. Cool. We're going to move on from that. You implementing agents into other countries to guard yourself against any type of aggression in the case of somebody becomes a tyrannical government. No, we can't do that.
That's terrible.
What? It don't even make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense. He can't write any of the characters accurately in terms of dialogue. None of them speak the way that they should be.
None of them have any kind of real royal dialogue.
It feels like we are literally copy and pasting dialogue from Hip Hop Harry.
Royal dialogue, diplomatic dialogue.
It's not even good AAV. It's like, let's stop the fact that they shouldn't be talking anything close to AAV in Wakanda. But it's not even good AAV. It's like white kids trying to use AAV.
It's Gen Z speak.
Oh. The dialogues aren't good. The premise isn't good. The plot isn't good. The side plots aren't good.
Everybody hates T'Challa now.
The new characters suck. Fucking Buffalo Soldier. A civil war era black soldier, huh? Great. Just what the Black Panther title needed. Oh, don't forget the Colonius, who called him a Negro feline in one of the like, what are you even doing?
Yeah.
What is this shit?
Yeah. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, Ta-Nehisi Coates wrote The Intergalactic Empire.
Yes. Yeah.
And up to this point, I don't think people were very fond of it at the time. Or maybe wrong.
Leagues more appreciative for Ta-Nehisi Coates than I ever was before reading this run.
That's what I've been hearing.
Like, you miss me with your Ta-Nehisi Coates takes. Miss me. Oh, he's too woke. He's an ultra feminist. He's this. He's that. He is exactly 100 times better than John Ridley. At least T'Challa and all of the people within his country spoke with African dialects. At least there was some sort of reconciliation between Storm and T'Challa, even if you felt like it came at the expense of the protagonist for long parts of the time as he was being shat on for his past deeds. Huh, doesn't that sound familiar? You mean we literally just went through two comic book runs of the same writer tearing down T'Challa and making him own up for his wrongs, and this guy comes in and tries to do the same fucking thing for some erroneous shit that never existed before him? Miss me with your Ta-Nehisi Coates takes. Because, again, at least they spoke correctly. At least him and Aurora were on the up and up. The man was an emperor of an intergalactic empire at the end of that run. Regardless of how you felt about the ins and outs and what was happening to the character in between, where he ended up was the most powerful black character in all of comic books. Period. Bar none. The most powerful black character in all of comic books is what you were left with, if handled correctly. Mm-hmm. What did John Ridley do? I love John more than I love you, Storm. He didn't even touch it.
Yeah.
T'Challa hasn't been off of this planet, or excuse me, I'm sorry, out of this solar system, because he went to Mars for a hot second and got his ass kicked by Gentle, which seems to be a common thing for this comic book. It's T'Challa getting absolutely washed by people who couldn't hold a stick to him. Yep. Achille? T'Challa should have had his head on a spike the minute he found out what the hell he was planning. Dog, it doesn't make sense. It hasn't been good. It's not going to get any better. He's not the type of guy who takes criticism extremely well. At least from what I've seen, he's very defensive. Mm-hmm. But what's more telling to me is this attitude around black relationships that's really it just makes me uncomfortable as a reader. He always finds a way to deteriorate the relationships between black men and black women in these books and these projects. And I swear for the life of me, boy, I don't care who you lay down with or who you marry. It makes me no difference, but it really feels like you do. It's coming through in your work. You're being asked questions that have nothing to do with your relationship and using it as a shield. Wow, you know, I don't get that. I don't understand it. It's one thing if you just love who you love and they just happen not to be black. That happens. That's normal. Mm-hmm. It's something completely different when you have an attitude towards
black
women, or you have an attitude towards black men that are with black women or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's something different.
Especially when you offer said opinion when it's not even necessary to expound on it.
And I mean, even in this book, right? If they were shitting on T'Challa and I felt like, okay, but at least they doing right by Shuri. At least they doing right by Storm. At least they doing right by, some of these other characters. It's like they only exist to tear down the protagonist. They're literally not doing anything else. They're not doing shit else. What is Amalolola's role in this since maybe issue 5 of Black Panther, when they found out who was doing what and after they accused her? What is her role? Okay, sure. Shuri is the tech genius. She's helping T'Challa logistically a little bit. Storms off planet, doing other stuff. There's no more Dora Milaje. Folasade sucks as a character. Like, there's just nothing to pull from this run that makes me encouraged. Like, I could easily see whoever the next writer may be. I'll give some ideas on who I think it will be. But I could easily see them just ignoring everything that happened in this run.
Yeah.
Like,
just kind of writing around it.
Yeah, like Fallen Angel style. Let's just pretend that none of it happened. Maybe one or two things carry over so we don't have to completely erase it from continuity. But, like, we're just not going to address it in the way... Like, it's already happened, right? In Judgment Day, when they went to Wakanda, when Eros went to Wakanda looking for world leaders to discuss how to get out of the problem with the progenitor, he talked to T'Challa. So, damn whatever the hell John really got going over there where T'Challa's on the run, he can't come back to Wakanda. Folasade or Shuri or Tulsa or whoever the hell's running shit now. No, the hell with all that. We'll talk to the actual Black Panther, and then when the writer figures it out, he'll make it all make sense. But we're not about to acknowledge nonsense or stuff that doesn't fit into the current continuity. He's not even writing what's currently happening in Marvel Comics. Like, while Steve Rogers is supposed to be dead, right, because he died at the hands of the progenitor and had to be rebooted, with one of the remaining eggs from the mutants, he's talking shit to T'Challa and telling him to go home and stay out of this, that, and the third, and kicking him out of the Avengers.
Go back to Africa.
No, I'm saying this was issues ago, when Judgment Day was still going on. And then now... I don't know what's going on in Avengers now, but I know it's not, hey, let's head down to Wakanda so I can beat the hell out of T'Challa. When you talk about that, by the way, too, like, now you're doing something similar to what Ryan Coogler is doing in the movies, is now you're devaluing the herb. Now you're telling me that the super soldier serum is stronger than the heart-shaped herb to the degree that T'Challa is no match for Captain America? Damn all the times we've seen them fight in the past. Damn the fact that Captain America lost to T'Challa's grandfather. Let alone him. Lost to his grandfather with the same super soldier serum he got running through his veins currently. I am 100% the upgraded version of my grandfather. But yet he scrapes me. I don't even think T'Challa landed a punch. Like, they kind of clashed together on the vibranium for a hot second, and then Captain America proceeded to whoop his ass.
Curtains. They
even went so far as face is completely covered in the mask on one panel. Very next panel, no, we're going to expose that shit so we can show you how badly he's getting beaten. Fam, what are you doing? You got 2 issues left, dog. 2. You got 2 issues left. And in the second for last issue, you're showing your protagonist get absolutely demolished and get saved by his mortal enemy. You just, this is a dog and pony show at this point. This is terrible. This is Superman losing to Batman and having to be saved by Lex Luthor. Worse than pregnant Joker. Give us your thoughts on John Ridley. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and come back next week for more content.
And make sure you check out their reviews of said Black Panther run up to, I think it was issue 6 or 7?
6 or 7, something like that.
So make sure you check those out. Check out their other comic book reviews. And also make sure you subscribe because they will be reviewing, him and Theo B specifically, will be reviewing other comic books. So make sure you subscribe.